All right, we are day 4 on the road to 50, and I decided that while I was walking, I'll go ahead and do this video. Kind of talking about embracing who you really are. You know, all of us are made different. All of us have different qualities. All of us have different things that we're good at, some things that we're terrible at. But even in the midst of all of that, for you to really have a peace of mind and to become very successful in this thing called life, you have to get to a point to where you start embracing your differences. Embrace the fact that you might have came from a family that sings and very musical, but you can't hit a note and you couldn't keep a tempo if someone paid you for it. Some of you all come from families that are very athletic. One person played basketball, another person played football. You came along, you couldn't hit a volleyball over a net. But you got to be able to embrace the fact that maybe you're not athletic, but what you are good at, you can become very successful if you apply the same effort that the athletic person is. You know, my mother has 3 children. Angela's the oldest, James the middle child, I'm the baby. If you was to see us by structure, you would think ain't nowhere in the world you 3 are kin. You look at our face, of course we have facial features that definitely identify the fact that we are brothers and that she's our sister. But Angela, the oldest, is the medium built. James, the middle child, is skinny. And me being the baby, I'm muscular. Another way of saying I'm thick. But had embraced the change. Each one of us, though we have the same father and thank God the same mother, we all took a life differently. We all took a different path in life. And we all have gotten a chance to live our life our way, whether it please whoever, please one another, please our mother, please our father, please our family and friends. And I know for myself, it's gonna get kind of loud, but I know for myself, I've learned to live my life without regrets as a man, right, wrong, indifferent, judge or worship and praise, whatever, and still yet be true to who I am. I have not been a perfect father, a perfect husband, a perfect son, a perfect brother or cousin, but I am true to who I am. And because I'm true to who I am, I think people, the reason why they still have me in their life is because of the fact being they know exactly what they're getting. I don't sugarcoat the fact of who I am. I'm unapologetic about my flaws, though I'm repentant about any wrong that I've done to God, to family, or whoever. But I've learned the importance of embracing who you are, the good and the bad. You know, Pat is getting ready to help me celebrate my 50. I'll be helping her celebrate hers in September. I told her to just keep it simple because of the COVID-19, but we're going to still make it big and keeping it simple. But I get a chance to hang out with her, someone that has loved me, and I've been knowing her since 87. And she's embraced me for who I am. And some areas have been great and joyful and magnificent and made people unknowing to us at the time jealous of what we had and envied what we had and wanted to have what we had. And then there's been some times that she's struggled and had great trials to deal with who I am, but still yet she's respected me and loved me and embraced me for the person that I am. That's why she's my ride or die, my friend, my best friend. And I appreciate her enduring all of these years of me being in her life. Things go right. I have a cousin that has given out an invitation to want to hang out with us, and I highly respect this cousin. He has achieved things, and I don't like to give a lot of my kinfolk's name on video because of who they are and what they do, but he has achieved greatness. And even though I was around this cousin majority of all my life, as a child, there were some successes that he achieved then that was just not my path. But I still had to embrace the fact that if I can take that same energy that he used to become successful in what he did and start applying it to what I do, I could become successful in what I did. Became successful with the help of Pat and my children. We was able to live a very great life. And then, of course, my church family is going to be helping celebrate my 50. And without them, I couldn't have been molded and made into the person I am, because members help pastors develop people skills, develop leadership skills, develop patience, develop embracing different people's personality, and still be able to pull out the great to make them even greater. And so, embracing who you are is not always welcome with everyone. Some people want you to be them. Some people want you to be better than what you are and try to see if they can change you to be something that you just wasn't created to be. I do believe that every human has the ability to evolve and to be better, but there is an area in everybody's life where who we are is just who we are. And if you're going to love us, if you're going to be in our life, you need to just be that. Love us and be in our life. And either adjust to what we bring to the table or don't come to the table at all. Not being rude, just being real. I couldn't live my life at the level that I've lived it if I had to compromise for everybody that was in it. There was sometimes I just had to take a stand and said, this is who I am. Love me or leave me alone. And because I'm not the kind of person that was raised in a house where we practice having low self-esteem about our failures and practice of beating ourselves up over things that we could or could not control. In my mother's house, I watched a woman sit here and own her own business from the 70s of when I was born all the way up until the 2000s when she retired a couple of years ago. And it's 2020, so, and my mother still technically kind of works, but as far as the kind of work that she did before, she retired about maybe 4 or 5 years from it. I watched her walk in the snow. I watched her walk in the ice. I watched her catch buses. I watched her catch rides. I watched God bless us with cars that wasn't the best, but it got her from point A to point B. And my mother never made an excuse about why not going to work to provide for her family. My father left when I was 3 years old, and my mother, even prior to that, he was in and out. My mother pulled her esteem up to a level where she refused to get on welfare. She refused to let that be where the government takes care of her and that be her lifestyle. She made up in her mind that she had to provide a better life for her children. I watched her do this. That's why can't no man ever tell me they can't do this and they can't do that if they're well able and still have the mobility of their limbs and the right mind. Because I literally watched a woman in a time when women weren't even considered, at that time, the second-class citizens, to do something so great, owning her own business and making it work. I definitely can't be around any woman who says that she can't do no work and she can't come up with an idea of business, because that's all I've ever seen. And so my standard and my bar for men and women is high because of how I was raised, and he's even high for me. I couldn't sit up there at times when I just wanted to quit and give up and throw in the towel and forget the fact that I had a wife and I had 5 children I had to take care of. No, it wasn't no rest days. I don't even rest today, even though all our kids are grown. No, it's no such thing. I'll rest when I die, like that. But every day is a day of a hustle. Every day is a day of me becoming a better person, doing something even greater. That's why I'm out here in about almost 90 degrees heat. But most people say, oh, that's crazy. Don't do it. You're going to pass out. You're going to have a stroke. You think I lived 49 years and I ain't got no common sense of knowing how to hydrate myself and keep it out of my head, walk where the shade is, and be able to know what my limit's at. I know I ain't 16. I know I ain't 21. I know there's some things that I wanted to do and decided to do. I might not get a chance to do it, but I'm going to still complete other goals that I can within the perimeters that I can. I embrace the fact that I might not ever get a six-pack. I might not ever get down to a bodybuilder's weight and a bodybuilder's look to be able to do what a bodybuilder does. I embrace it, but I'm going to get darn close to it, to the fact that when I do achieve that level of what I desire to do, I can help others get there and tell them there's no quit, there's no giving up, and there's no excuse. Well, it's going on 10 minutes again. And listen, I got 6 more days, and your boy gonna be 50. But while I'm getting closer on that road, I just want to encourage and inspire people each and every day until I get to that time. As I've always done for over 30-something plus years of ministry and mentorship and leadership and providing the best that I can. Listen, you're gonna have critics. This year I really learned, and last year I really learned, you are not gonna be able to please everybody, whether you stay, walk away, stick it out, quit, whatever. Everyone has their opinion. They have their right to it. Everyone's gonna judge you in the matter of how they see you. But the question is, can you go to sleep at night being who you are and be at peace with it? Can you be able to look at people in the eye and say to them without any doubt that I gave the best of who I was and I did the best that I could do while I was here on earth? I think I can do that because I came to peace and to grips with this is who I am, and I accept me for my perfections as well as my flaws. And I personally, I don't need a coach to tell me how to get better. I don't need nobody to try to pat me on my back. There's some people that do, and I'm not down in that. But I'm not made that way where I have to have somebody else to call out my flaw. I know exactly what I'm doing wrong. I know exactly what I need to do to be a better person all the way around, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all that. So that's what I'm doing. And for some, they do it overnight. For others, it's a process. I didn't gain this weight overnight. It came in days, weeks, months, and years. So understand, I'm not gonna be able to go to this gym, do this walking, and go look in the mirror and say, whoa, what's that body I'm looking for? You know, what is that health report that I'm looking for my doctor say is there? I know it's gonna take time, and it might be a little bit more gradually because of my age, but I'm gonna get there. One thing I have made a vow to, I'm not gonna allow myself to fall off again because it's miserable, it can become depressing, it become a whole different kind of mindset, and I'm not just built that way. I'm built the way God made me, and I appreciate it. I thank God for everyone who's taken our time. I don't get a lot of views, I don't get a lot of shares, I don't get a lot of people liking the videos, but I'm not doing it for that purpose. I'm really doing it for if I can just reach one person and let them know whatever road you on, be consistent to that road. Be persistent. Be dedicated. Change what you can change. Make yourself better where you can make yourself better at. Challenge yourself greater than anybody else can challenge you. And when you achieve certain goals, it's a self-respect that you gain, even if you can't get the respect of other people. There's some people that's never going to apply what I do and how I do it in any matter, from marriage to ministry to health. They're just not going to do it. I've had critics majority of all my life. But at the same time, God always let one person pop up that says, man, if it wasn't for you, I probably wouldn't have made it. Thank you for being who you are, because I'm comfortable of being who I am. I want to give a shout out before I get out of here to my other Gemini brother from another mother, Sly White. He took a young junior in high school, which was me, coming to Douglas. I had some skills playing the drums, but I didn't have the discipline of being on the line until I met up with him. He seen that I had natural abilities, natural skill on the full set. When it came to a snare or tri-toms or a bass by itself, I was lacking, but he didn't throw me away. He embraced me, brought him over to his house, met his mom and dad, showed me the history that he came from music. I didn't know how to read a lick. He started getting me where I can at least read music to the point to where I was able to join the band. And I went from small bass to large bass before we had our first game. I became the captain of the bass line my junior year and my senior year. So I appreciate you, Sly. Happy 50th birthday to you, bro. You look good. We both had that good curly hair. Well, you had better hair than I did. But we both bald-headed, but we both happy. Our children are raised right. Our wives are taken care of right. And we're doing our thing. Happy birthday to you, brother. I love you. And to everyone else, you know, I'm doing what I do. On the road to 50. Looking good, smelling good, doing good, making good money. At the end of the day, I'm happy. Hope you're happy also. Until tomorrow, I got 6 more days. You dig? I will be 50, baby.